G'day legends, I wasn't even going to address the news today because it's so bloody ridiculous, but I had to, okay? It's just gone on for too long, yeah? I was once traveling in the bush and I saw a little wallaby picking a fight with a pack of bloody dingoes, yeah? And that seemed less ridiculous than what this news is alluding to, okay? And the outcome would probably be exactly the same as what happened to that little wallaby on that fateful day. Islam Makhachev has been sounding the Dagestani 90s disco war drums, looking to go after our boy on the channel, bless you sir, BDP, Big Dricus Plessis. I was like, yeah, whatever, that's dumb. That's dumb. Dumb things get said in MMA all the time. There's no need to stop traffic for this one. But, you know, then a day passed and it got brought up again, and then another day passed and another day, and it keeps getting brought up and it keeps getting brought up again. And now we're almost a full week since Islam Makhachev ripped the head off Renato Moicano, and it's still getting talked about out there. This idea of Islam Makhachev moving up to fight Big DP. And how he believes he's going to have great success doing so, right? Check out the latest clip of his press conference down in Dagestan. I know they have cameras and electricity in Dagestan. I'm kidding. Dagestanis, chill out, okay? My family to this day has deep roots in the mountains of Eastern Europe on a pig farm. So just relax. It's a bit of a self-burn, okay? Let's not act like the rural areas of Eastern Europe don't look like the opening scenes of Borat, right? So anyway, in Dagestan, they found the one working power point and fired up the electricity and got a press conference going. Let's watch it now. By the way, it only goes for 30 seconds. It's in Russian. There's subtitles. And then we'll continue on with the video after the 30 seconds. But just so we understand what's going on. Cool.
Ну, рост позволяет, я думаю, физические данные тоже позволяют. Просто вот надо поработать со специалистами, думаю, набрать мышечную массу, чуть веса добавить. Думаю, можно попробовать. Я уже как говорил на пресс-конференции после боя, что если мне предложат завтра и скажут, ну дадут мне время, чтобы набрать вес, все это, я не откажусь, 100% я соглашусь подраться в среднем весе. Я не говорю, что там у меня там больше шансов, там, что я 100% могу финишировать в Плесси, но смотря его бой, смотря его стиль, я думаю, у меня есть ключи к победе.
Right, so now that we're all caught up to speed, someone needs to tell Islam Makhachev to just stop. It's embarrassing. It's as embarrassing as me not knowing how to work a bloody microphone, okay? There is no chance of this. This is like me saying, you know what? I'm going to fly over to Albuquerque and I'm going to beat the hell out of John Jones myself. This is as ridiculous as Alex Pereira saying that he's going to beat Magomed Ankalaev. It's just never going to happen, all right? Islam Makhachev, he's a phenomenal lightweight. Phenomenal lightweight. He's going to go down in history as one of the best lightweights of all time, if not the best lightweight of all time. It kind of sucks that the lightweight division is a little bit underskilled at the moment, but it is what it is, you know? Islam Makhachev, for now the rest of his legacy being discussed amongst us, the MMA fans, is now going to have to fight that same fight that DJ is fighting, that Mighty Mouse is fighting, that, well, your level of you were clearly the best at the time, but your level of competition wasn't that good. That seems to be the battle that Islam Makhachev is going to have to face now. However, as he has become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world and the king of the lightweight division, he has been pushed, and he has been pushed hard. He was pushed by Volkanovski, yeah? He was pushed by Dustin Poirier, and he was dropped by Renato Moicano on the feet. If you think that was a slip, I have some oil to sell you, yeah? It's the best oil in the world. It keeps your dick hard throughout the entire session, yeah? It helps you sleep like a baby, and it works like coffee at the same time during the day. It's from dried out snake skins, this oil. Hit me up about it down there in the comments. Moicano hit Islam at the top of the shoulder. It sent Islam flat. It was a knockdown, okay? It is what it is. Now, BDP, big old Dricus du Plessis. He's a goddamn specimen of a human being. Big, towering, girthy, vascular, veiny, ran through Robert Whittaker like he was a cheap horse. Look, I know after what Khamzat Chimaev did to Robert Whittaker, it doesn't carry the same weight as it used to, but still Robert Whittaker is one of the best fighters on the planet, and he still ran through Robert Whittaker. You know, he beat the brakes off Darren Till. He pulled it out of the fire to destroy Israel Adesanya, yeah? And we are in Izzy's contender mode again. Izzy's looking good right now. Dricus du Plessis is nothing but forward pressure, big meaty hooks, and he understands the grappling really, really well. Islam Makhachev is about 5'10", on a good day. He's probably 5'9", and he's going life and death with Alexander Volkanovski in their first fight. Do not look at Islam Makhachev's face at the end of that first fight with Alexander Volkanovski and tell me that he believed that he won that fight. He knew that a loss was incoming. Yeah? He's getting knocked down by Renato Moicano, who still had a horrible shoulder injury. It has not been fit. You could still see the collarbone was still sitting there, not quite at the right angle. Islam Makhachev couldn't hold down Dustin Poirier. What do you think a big old 6'1" BDP is going to do to Islam Makhachev? And there's the weight. Right? We know how much these guys who cut down to make 185, we know how much they fill out on fight day. Yeah, and look at GSP, right? He had to give himself gut issues to make the weight stick in a real way, in a real proper way, not like John Jones making the weight. I'm talking about making the weight stick in an athletic, muscular way without the steroids. Yeah, to naturally put on the amount of muscle to hold a competitive weight cut down to 185 without steroids is a very big ask, especially when you're Islam Makhachev. You're like walking around at what, 190, 195? What do you reckon Dricus du Plessis walks around at? What do you think he's going to weigh in on fight day? So Islam has to gain all this weight to be able to cut it down, to be able to hold an actual muscular 185 and then try and refill. It's such a big ask for what Islam has to try and do here. Islam Makhachev versus Dricus du Plessis would be the exact same thing as what happened to that little wallaby at the start of the video. There was nothing left but some fur and a puddle, right? Just fight Bilal Muhammad, man. Fight Bilal. Who cares that you and Bilal trained together once? Yeah, it's not like he trained under UNWINNABLE. It's not like he's one of the actual brothers or cousins. He's not part of the family, the real close-knit family, super close-knit family. He's not one of them. He's just another Muslim guy that you've trained with. Honestly, whatever. Surely you guys in Dagestan do hard sparring all the time. Yeah? And they're all your brothers and your cousins and your brother, cousin. Like, there's nothing wrong with being able to respectfully battle each other. Do the Russians and the Dagestanis not have their own league? Like, do they never compete against other Muslim fighters in Russian fight nights? Do they just refuse to fight each other? Do you understand what I'm saying here? In Cage Warriors, the British fight the British all the time. All the time, and it's fine. In Eternal, in Australia, it's just Aussies versus Aussies. We might bring in some South Korean kid to get the shit kicked out of him, but it's generally just Aussies versus Aussies. Russia have their own league. It's called Fight Nights. Do the Dagestanis never fight each other? How fucking hard is it to matchmake over there? There is nothing wrong with competitively looking at another man across the cage, shaking hands, and then seeing who the best fighter is, and then going for a shisha and a shawarma afterwards. There is nothing wrong with that. In fact, I would argue that is the point of what we're doing here. That is the competition in MMA. That's what it's all about. It's about seeing who is the best fighter. Ethnicity and religion aside, it's between you and me and who is the best fighter in the cage on the day. Surely you would want to see who is the best, right? Bilal or Islam. And surely the team would want to see that. And surely Team UNWINNABLE will want to truly challenge themselves against Bilal if he is the next best option. But this idea of just skipping over welterweight and going straight to middleweight and thinking that you could take down and hold down Dricus du Plessis when you couldn't hold down Dustin Poirier is insane. It's insane, and it needs to stop. I got it, right? It was a fun thing to say after the press conference. It's been 6 days. It's made the news every day. Enough, Islam Makhachev. You could never beat Dricus du Plessis, ever. Why is a plane landing on me? I need to build a soundproof studio. Anyway, that's it. Let me know about that down there in the comments. What percentage chance do you give Islam Makhachev against Dricus du Plessis? Just put a number as a percentage down there in the comments. If this is your first time here, g'day, my name is Dougie. I try and make an MMA video every single day of the week, Monday through Friday, and I go live about 3 times a week. How are there more? Are we being invaded? Jesus. Maybe the Americans have come to liberate us. Right. If you want to know when I go live, you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell down there. They will let you know. If you enjoyed this video and you're already part of the channel, you want to help it grow, hit that like button down there. And if you're one of the paying members of the channel, thank you so much. Your names are on the next slide. Until then, you guys have a great day. I'll see you all in the next video.